give our people about a minute before I get started. And right now, I am getting my display ready and getting ready to sew. So let's wait about, um, I would say about 20 more seconds, and we are going to get started. So I already have a few pattern pieces cut out. I just did this one so I can show you. I'm also making sure that the lighting is good. We are in the a little bit after the afternoon. It's 3 o'clock here, Pacific Standard Time. Well, actually it's 3:30. And getting ready. We're going to put Skipper. This is the inspired design. This is actually a commission, but I cut a few pieces, as you can see here. So there is, let me see here, one more that's going to be available. This is light cotton. As you can see here, it's light cotton, so it's not going to give us too much trouble. So the one thing about doing this is going to be one side. So I have to place the half of the pattern and make sure that the opposite side, the right or the left, is opposite to what we have here. So I'm going to put this here to the side, and we're going to sew it like so. So instead of it being purple, and this is a tutorial, so I'm going as slow as possible when I'm sewing, and to also show you how and what to do to avoid problems in the sewing. So here is the second piece. This is the arm or the sleeve. So when we sew this, we're going to open it up, and we have this, and when we sew this, and when we open it up, we're going to have it like this. So we have our opposite pieces. And I designed this pattern myself right now, so I made it a little bit too snug. I want to have enough, so I'm going to be sewing really, this is a better way to see, really close to the edge. So let's do this here and get you closer and get started. You know, these items are here, but it's not until I get well, in this case, it was not a suggestion. This is an actual order. It is a commission from my Ko-fi shop, and that is my main shop. I have all my items there, all different types of dolls, and I do have a slot for commissions. So this was a request, and it is an order, and I did a little announcement. It's an order of 8 different pieces, 8 different orders. So this is one of them. So here we have one sleeve, and here we have the other. If you hear a little bit of sound here, it's because I have the fan on. It is warm. It's September 1st. And let's see here. It's pretty warm in here. I am going to sew the dress together now. Let's see, what do we have here? So I am placing the pieces here. So this is the first time for me as well. So I am placing the pieces side by side, and notice here how we have a little bit left over. I did not notice that. I cut 2 different dresses at fold, but it's not going to matter. I am going to, when we sew this, this is not going to be an issue. I am going to put this through my serger, and I do have white thread, but I do want to do this now. So I'm going to be going a little bit back and forth. And I have my skipper, my TLC skipper that has a haircut, and I use her because she has short hair. It's easy and more manageable this way. So here is the dress. We're making good progress. So that's the way it's gonna go. It's nice and snug. So now I am going to put the sleeves in there. When I do the sleeves, I'm going to sew it like up to here. I am not going to sew it like right at the tip. I'm going to sew it up to here, and then I'm going to ease that. So let's see here. Let's see here. Actually, I am realizing that I should have done the pieces. So let's just do the pieces here. So that is really good here. Let's see here. So like I mentioned, I cut this at a fold, and let's see. This is all trial and error. And let's try this here. And do the other one. So what I should have done in actuality is sew them together from this point right in here. So the good thing is that I have these done. So I'm going to connect this now right here. All right, so we're all learning here at the same time. So now I have it. It should be this way. So now that I have it this way, I am going to look at my sample here. It doesn't really matter here. Let me see this way. This is the better one to do right here. So I switched it to the other side because when we look at it forward, it has to be opposite. And now I'm going to pin it down. And pin it down over here at the top. And show you, by having it in the other side, where we're at right here. So I'm trying to pull it down so it's not bent. And my crease or my slip is right there. So now this is the moment of truth where we're going to sew this together and see the sleeves. I feel that my thread is loose. Let me see. Let me take a look here. It just feels loose. I'm opening this up here. And here we go. And from the back, and hopefully we have good lighting there, I'm going to clip this all the way to just slightly above the tip here. This is one side. It's coming out so pretty. Now to do the other one. And I am going to be taking this one apart. And my mind was telling me to do it this way, but it was not until I started to sew it did I realize that I needed to have it the other way around. So here we go. So facing it forward, I need to have the black one on this side so that when we are looking at it forward, it's color. Purple, black, purple, black. So now I'm going to connect this one this other way. And the dress is made, the vintage one is made out of like a sweater type knit material. And this one is cotton. So that is the reason why we have a nice slender dress look. It's not stretchy, of course. Cotton is not stretchy. And that's the reason for this look here. So I'm pinning the tips together because it's important to have the tips in here at the top, because we are going to connect the sleeve. So that is the reason why I am connecting it. So that when it comes time to sewing it, we're going to have those pieces or that part right there ready and waiting for us. So this time I went ahead and did a slight fold here. And since this is black thread, you can really see all these little pieces here. Not like when I'm using white thread. So I'm going to peek here so the end is right there. So yeah, doing this setup in the beginning to make sure we have the colors, it takes a little bit of a setup. But once you have it done, then it's like the rest is smooth sailing. And let me clip this here. This one is more visible because it's purple. Right there. And now I am going to do the hem. And let me get Skipper here so that I could use her as a model. I want to know how much hem that I should do. So let's see here. So here's Skipper again. Here's the sleeve, and this is the part where I tell you we're going to be doing the connection here. So we're basically really close. So that is her little hand right there. So just a little bit, just about 1/8 of an inch. And I have brought some tool so that I could use that to help with the frame here. And I'm going to use this also around the neck. And let's do the other one. And we're putting the tool on the outside of the sleeve because then we're just going to fold it in. And I want to get this part open right here, right there. I will put it open, but sometimes it would unfold in the inside. And if that happens, it's okay, because all I'm trying to do is to avoid it being bulky. So it is September 1st. From here on out, it is full-time Halloween sewing. And I'm talking about all kinds of Halloween sewing. For dolls, for people, for animals maybe. Decorations, not too much, but there will be some decorations here. So now that we have it done with the tool, I'm going to fold it and fold it over. And this is going to help me have a very nice, clean finish, and it's going to help it not to fray on the inside. Believe it or not, the tool does help in the inside. And I like to have my sewing very, very small here. Okay, you see here, you see the fraying, and I just barely touched it. I mean, we just barely went over it. So by doing this and folding it in, it's going to stop the fraying. Because after a while, and if this is going to be a favorite piece of yours, or if you're going to give this to a child, believe me, the child is going to be playing with these dresses a lot more than you think, and that's where the fraying starts. When you're loving something too much. Alright, there we go. Okay, this one is a little bit bigger than the other one. I can already tell. So I'm going to sew this again, and let me show you. See? There is the difference right there. So I'm going to sew this again, and then take the other piece, the other sewn item out. There we go. It needs to be nice. Nice from the beginning. There we go. Look at all these little pieces of thread. Alright, now we're going to connect this, and let me go over and show you this here. So here's the dress. So what I'm going to do now is connect the sleeve, because this is where we're going to be sewing. And from here, just continue and follow the inside and folding it out, and there we go. This is looking at it from the inside, and this is the part where I was talking about that we're going to be doing the sewing. So we're going to sew it all the way and across and over to this tip right here. And then from here on, I can't see because of the light right here, this is the front sweetheart type of a neckline right here. So we're not going to sew it all the way through, just there. And while we're here, let's just do the other one. So connect the sleeve right here, and then we're going to be cleaning all this stuff here. So we're almost 30 minutes in, and we have been sewing. Alright, this right here, I already can tell I did not clip it that much, so we need to do this here before we sew this. So at the connection here, it's too thick, so I'm going to get rid of this little excess material. And I'm telling you, the light is really shiny right in my eyes. So there we go. Now we're going to turn it inside out, and that should take care of that. And continue and fold it all the way. And let's see here. Trying to ease it here. And when I connect it here, I am looking for this to match right over here on the top. And there we go. So let's start with this one. And I am sewing really close to the edge because I need all the room I can get, so that Skipper's little hand, this part, can go through the sleeves. Okay, on this part we're going to sew and cut this little edge. And just clip right here at the end. Alright, let me show you this way better. It's a little bit easier to see. So now that I'm here, I'm just going to cut it and just clean it a little bit here. And now for the next sleeve. Alright, there we go. Oops, sorry, I have it really close. And what I'm doing here is I'm massaging the thread. Let me do it this way because I'm still having the light shine right in my eye. And I did put a type of a window, like protector, so to keep the rays out. So believe me, it is helping me a lot. Okay, there we go. So now for the moment of truth. I'm going to turn this inside out, and we're going to get our first glimpse at Skipper's dress. And now it's going to look like we're getting somewhere. We're going to see the dress for the very first time. And this is my pattern, so I am crossing my fingers that there's going to be plenty of room for her to put her hand. It is such a cute little tight dress. So hopefully I eyeballed it. I eyeballed this pretty good. And we are about to see that for the first time here. Tight dresses on Skipper looks very cute. Really like a tailor-made dress. I'm going to use my other, oh no, I was going to use my other rod, but I have stuff in front of it. So it was going to be too much trouble than it's worth. So I'm just going to continue here with the scissors. And isn't this so cute? Let's try this on Skipper now. And hopefully it's big enough. It's really going to be a nice little dress. I'm fixing her little crown, her little tiara. So this is just adorable. Look at this. I'm going to stand her up so that we can see her. Oh my goodness. Let's fix this. There we go. Make her cute. And here it is. Very, very cute. Nice and tight. I still need to do her little hem. And we are going to work on right now her little neck, and trying to keep it as high as this one. With a little bit of imagination, we get to see this in a few minutes. So let's get this done. And this is all the room in the back. So we have all this room, and this is what I did right here. I did it in this type of a shape so that when I sew it, we're going to have that, and this is going to be used for the fold. So I'm going to put tulle here so that when we fold it, it's going to look like that. It is looking darling already. So I'm going to do the tulle along the hem, and I'm going to do the tulle along the back and then the neck. So I hope this light is really working here. So we're going to use this to fold it. And why not? Why don't we just do this right now? Moving the little sleeves so that I don't sew on them. Alright, there's the bottom. And let's protect the sides here. And this again is for the frame, for the cotton frame. I will invest in that little shears, the crimping shears. So this one I'll just sew it like this. And let's get another piece here. I'm going to sew this here because it's kind of like coming apart. And I'm going to clip it here so that we can have some easement. There. Right there. I clipped it while I had it on fold, so that's why we have all that there. So now that we have that in there, I'm going to fold it in. And just do this finishing touch here. Believe me, it's well worth it. It is some extra little touches, but it's going to help us. So I'm going to be really close at the edge here, around the armholes. And want to make sure that there we go, right in the middle. So kind of make like a little U shape. And then I am going to go up. And this part right here, which is the back, I am going to fold it in. That's why I did not sew on it. So I'm going to fold that in, and that's going to keep it in place. So here is our little neck area. And let me flip this here. And let me see. And I'm going to sew it from the outside so that I can keep a visual, and fold this in. So I'm prepping it for the end. And since it's such a tight, this is such a tight area, I'm going to clip it in place because I don't want the tool to be peeking out. Okay, let's see here. It would be easier to hand sew it, but I want to just sew it with the machine and work my way around it. So from the inside, I am pulling it just to keep the tool down. Okay, and now I'm going to be doing the same here. Take that out and then pull the tool, pull it down. Okay, we're going to go very slowly here. Okay. And move these pins. And like I said, this is such a tight little area. And now that we have that done, just going to just take these little end pieces out. And I am going to be putting a metal hook and thread connection just like the vintage original, but I will be sewing that away from the camera. So we are almost done. Here is the darling little dress. And I'm going to just very gently and carefully actually just take this excess of the little tool here from the edge, and there we go. Isn't this great? I totally feel like doing a jester outfit. What do you think? Just having this here totally reminds me of a jester item. So now I'm going to connect the dress, and since it's tight, I am only going to connect a little bit, like right here, and then the rest I'm going to hand sew it, like on the edges. Oh, actually it's really low, so actually I am going to do it because it's really low already. So just realize that. So let's put that there, and let's put that there and finish this. And the little bats, that appliques that I have, they have sticker, like it's like a little sticker form. I am going to put one. Let's get a skipper that is going to be enjoying this dress. I am going to get this red head here so that she can be using purple. And I am getting her dressed here. I'm keeping her close to me because it's a lot faster for me to do it like I normally do, instead of having it in this little, like a 4-inch square area in front of the camera. I'm very clumsy, and it's a lot faster and easier this way. Plus, I'm only dressing her. So here she is. Oh, isn't this fabulous? This is just wonderful. And I'm going to set her here. And let's look at her. I kind of finagled it, not in a good way. Okay, there we go. Here are our little forms, and let's get the purple one. And you see here how we have the sticker. It's kind of big. What do you think? It's gonna go across. What do you think? You want to give me a suggestion? Because it could wrap around. Oh, that's really cute. Let's just do that. And then I'm going to use another type of a fabric glue, or even I'll try to use hot glue and glue it in there. So let's put that here. This is the moment right here. It's not supposed to look exactly like it, but this is just so cute. Look at this little googly eyes. I'm going to research the dress, Sizzle Drizzle actual hat, and see what it looks like. If not, let me see, as an idea. Well, she's not a little witch. We'll see what we do if you want to give me suggestions of what to do of a hat. But there we go. There it is, our finished item. I am really happy. I don't think that I would change anything about the initial design. It just looks so cute on little Skipper. And this is the back. And this is the tulle that I put here. And what's going to happen here is I'm going to fold this part like so, right there. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. And when I do this and I do my own design, my own pattern, I think I moved it to the side. But when I do this, I don't even know how it's going to turn out. But I am happy that it did, and I just love it. I want one for me. I have to do one for me before I run out of fabric. Well, I am going to work on the next commission, And the next thing to do is I'm going to be using this different purple fabric. I ran out of this one, so I'm going to be using this one, and it's better for me to use this because it's going to my commissioner. So I'm going to be doing this skipper dress, and let's oops, making a mess here. Oh, I have to be very careful here. I have a needle and thread that's getting stuck to skipper here. I'm going to be doing this dress for Barbie, and here she is. I just dressed her real quick. So I'm going to be doing this for Barbie, and I'm going to take at least an hour, I think, because I need to get the fabric, which is this one, sew it, and then iron it. And I have the little iron. I don't have a regular people iron, so that's going to take me a while to be doing each pleat. So we'll see you next. It's Friday afternoon, and I will come back with the pleated skirt and do Barbie's dress. Thank you very much. Please give me a comment. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and a share. Shares are helping my channel grow, and especially right now for Halloween, your share is going to get this to more people and more people that love dolls. We'll see you soon. Be safe, everybody. Bye.